Chandresh Patel is a good friend of mine. He is a founder of Backend Technologies, which is a software development company based in Gujarat state, India. Before pandemic, as of March of 2020, he had 250 people. During the pandemic, now in July 2021, they have total 650 people. So they hired 400 people, and we'll discuss the exponential growth story of the company, how he was able to grow his business so much during pandemic. We'll also discuss some of the unique things about Backend's culture. They recently announced work from home policy for all the employees. They have 200 fully remote work from home positions open. We'll discuss all of that. We'll discuss a lot of tips that can be useful if you are in a managerial position in a software company. So let's get started. Chandresh, thanks for spending time for this conversation.
Thanks, Dhaval, for inviting for this interview.
All right, so your company, Backend Technology, you founded this company and it was 250 people when the pandemic began. And during pandemic, you managed to grow to 650 people. This is literally a hyperbolic growth. So tell us what were the reasons your company was able to grow so much during the pandemic period when other companies were losing the business. You came from 250 people company to 650 people. Not only that, you have around 200 job openings, and we have made another video on those job openings, and these job openings are all remote. So let's talk about the reasons behind the hyper growth of your company.
Yeah, Dhaval. So we have started this company in 2011, and the goal of the company to adoption of the technologies, adoption of everything in every department. So let me give you one of the example, like marketing department that we have. So in the marketing, also we are adopting the new things which are comes into the picture in the world, right? So if you see here, the digital marketing is booming in the IT industry. So from 2013, we have adopted the digital marketing. So that benefits, and that's the route that we have kept in organization, where we are continuously working on adoption of digital marketing, and those help us in the pandemic period to grow to the organization to the next level. And another thing is like the technology innovation that every quarter we are adopting new technologies, and we do lot of trial and error in the marketing, which might be help other organization to to go to the next level. So that is the one thing. Second thing is like the the leadership styles that we have maintained during the pandemic period. Actually, we did not make any layoff, and even the same year in June or July month, we have given the appraisal. And those appraisal is not like to give the small amount, but the every year that we give the appraisal, so it's kind of the the same amount that we have given. So the thing is like we have a lot of empathy about the employees or the people that we have, and we were very transparent to the employees those what activity happens in the organization. Like every week we have meetings with the employees, and we were showing that what are the changes happen in the organization, like how many customer we have lost, how many new customers that we have acquired, how many people are engaged and how many people are free, and now how we can allocate those people who are not having the projects. So we were very transparent about the people in the organization. So people have trusted on us, and they continuously work with us and to achieve the goals that we are setting every quarter. So that was one of the amazing experience, because in this is the first time that we have experienced this pandemic over the recession, I can say that. And
Got it.
first week of pandemics, we have lost around 20% of business. But still, I mean, within a 2 month, we have maintained those, getting the new customer through the digital marketing. So those help us to, getting the new customers.
Got it. So you mentioned basically two reasons. Once you have solid digital marketing team using which you are able to acquire new customer, and the second reason is your leadership style. Your people are happy, and you are able to recruit new people at a fast rate. And of course, I see the People Matters logo behind you in the wall. So let's talk about culture here. You started offering fully remote work, flexible work to every employee, correct? Is that correct that every employee is like they can choose whether they want to work from office or remote?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we have option to give the work from anywhere. They
Mm.
can go to Himalayas, they can go to beach, or they can go to and they can work anywhere. So this is a great opportunity for the people to work where they like to work from.
So that is amazing. Like, especially, I don't see this in the companies in India, especially. If you're working in any IT company in India, mostly you have to come to office. They don't give you permanent work from home. But you're not only giving permanent work from home to all your current staff, but all the new positions that you have open. And we have a separate video, and we'll just if you're looking to join McKinsey Technologies, look at that video. There are 200 positions open as of July 2021. So my
Yeah.
question is, how do you get work done efficiently? Because when you're in office, people can collaborate, people are, seeing each other. But when you are in remote, many times these organizations have a fear that, okay, employees will not work hard, or they will not, they will just log in and they will not be doing the work. So how do you tackle that aspect?
Yes. So first of all, I mean, let me just tell you, I mean, why we choose the remote work from home or might be the remote working. So we always think about the employee's benefit, right? So if you see that, in vacancy, we have 400 people who are outside of the Ahmedabad out of
Hmm.
650 people.
Hmm.
So, I mean, what we did the calculation is if we invite all the 400 people in Ahmedabad, right?
Hmm.
And if you see the expense per month for any employees is 15 to 20,000,
Hmm.
which comes to around minimum 2 lakh per year for one employee.
Hmm.
Okay. And if you calculate the total amount, then it would go as a 400 people into 2 lakh is equal to 8 crore, right? It is ridiculous to, give the expenses for the food,
Hmm.
accommodation and traveling, right? So what we thought that let us save this cost and let us people to work from anywhere.
Hmm.
Second thing is like we are also planning to open the office where the people are, not the organization is, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
we are planning to having the office in small towns as well as different cities. So it can help us to save the employees cost as well. So that was the first thing. Second thing is about the way that we have built the culture, right? So I mean, as a how we trust on the people, and that is the most important thing. I can understand that there may be the people who are taking the benefits of remote work from home as well, right?
Hmm.
But you cannot punish those 90% people who are honest.
Hmm.
Right? I mean, it's okay. I mean, maybe 2%, 5 people, 5% or 10% people who might be taking the advantage, but we cannot punish those 90% people who are, giving the great output. They are satisfying the customer. They are
Hmm.
very honest about what they are doing, right?
Hmm.
So the ultimate thing is, trusting on the people. That is very important for us.
Hmm.
And another thing is like we don't have hierarchy. I mean, that is the most
Hmm.
important thing. I
Hmm.
mean, we work as a team. Definitely, there would be a senior and junior people working together in a single team. So the goal of is not like someone is managing to someone.
Hmm.
There is a single team who is responsible to deliver something.
Hmm.
The responsibility of the senior is helping the junior, or might be they are also helping the organization activities like
Hmm.
training or coaching, or might be employees interviews or estimations or other kind of activities that we are doing in the organization working as a team. So we have different team. One is a project management team, one is the employee engagement team, one is a cricket team. So
Hmm.
everything is team. And the team is communicating to each other when there is a need of it, and they work together. So it's I can say that small team become a single vacancy team as a
Hmm.
single.
Wow. So you have bottom up approach basically, which is excellent. I was talking with my friend at Google, and he was also telling that Google is also like a bottom up type of company. Now, when you're going through this hyper growth, you know, in 1 year from 250 to 650 people, it almost becomes chaotic sometimes. So, what set of processes you have in your company which guarantees success, of your company?
Yeah, so I mean, most of the people think that if we follow few practices, then we become successful, or our organization grow to one level to next level.
Hmm.
But our way of working is very different, and the difference is the training on the mindset of the people. Okay, so
Hmm.
what we believe that, I mean, most of the companies is focusing on practices and the processes, right?
Hmm.
So practices include the visibility, or might be the productivity or
Hmm.
quality, or the reduce the risk.
Hmm.
So those kind of those are the benefits might be used if you follow a few agile practices. But on top of that, there is a mindset, right?
Hmm.
So what we have developed, the people mindset is like to more focus on customer satisfaction or
Hmm.
customer delight,
Hmm.
rather than teaching them practices or the productivity or something like that. We
Hmm.
always believe that joy at work is very important. So how
Hmm.
to people make happy, how to people make motivated during
Hmm.
the work, how
Hmm.
to engage them. I
Hmm.
can give one of the example where we are doing the virtual lunch every Friday.
Hmm.
So it's a virtual lunch is like you can't come to office, right
Hmm.
now
Hmm.
during the pandemic. So when you go to canteen, you talk with the people, your friends, colleagues, right?
Hmm.
So same way, I mean, on the lunch time on Friday, the team which you like to have the lunch, I mean, all the people come to Zoom, and they have these open their dabbas and having the lunch together on video call.
Hmm.
So you might can feel 80% to be connected with the people, to engage them. And as I know, the most of the big companies also thinking that while working remote, there is a innovation and creativity is lacking.
Hmm.
But what we felt that, I mean, the innovation and creativity comes from the people, not from giving the training.
Hmm.
Okay, so that is a mindset. I mean, if the
Hmm.
person is creative, you cannot be person to be creative. You cannot be person to be innovate, right?
Hmm.
I mean, you have to develop such a mindset where they can get a space, they can get a freedom,
Hmm.
they can help the people to innovate the product, and having the creativity in the product which customers are working.
So
So it,
maybe so then I'm thinking about the point you just made. So maybe if you are working from home, let's say I'm working from home in my quiet office, no distraction, maybe I become more creative. Who knows, right?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, uh, there are two kind of people, as you know, that where creativity comes when they get a lot of space. They get they are the in office, they are people are talking each other. You can get distractions.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't concentrate on your work. You can't get a time to think other things, like
Yeah.
how to be creative, or might be put your thoughts on the paper and
Hmm.
apply in the practical projects.
Hmm.
So that is very important. Yep.
Got it. And so you don't feel the issues where people are working from home, they don't have a good internet connection or they don't have a separate room, because in India, people might be living in 2 bedroom apartment and all of that. So you don't face that situation is impacting the productivity of your employees, correct?
Not at all. The reason is like the person who really want to work. I mean,
Hmm.
they will work anyhow. Doesn't matter if it is a 1 BHK or 3 BHK or 5 BHK. Even
Okay.
I can be my one of my example where I am taking lot of calls, right? Because my job is taking the calls and
Hmm.
sending
Hmm.
an email.
Hmm.
So during even call, I have 3 years old kids. So sometimes they I have to take outside for half an hour to having
Hmm.
the ride car. So they
Hmm.
come with me, and I do the multiple job, right?
Hmm.
So I also do on the call, and my kid is sitting on next to my in my car, and we were riding for half an hour.
Hmm.
So even there is a great benefits for working women, right?
Hmm.
if they want to having the cooking, right, at the
Hmm.
same time taking the calls. So
Hmm.
that is also possible. I mean, we don't worry that, I mean, how much they are spending on PC or anything. But
Hmm.
yeah, on call time, they can also cook. They can also reply on the customers on same call. So that's okay. I mean, it's really great to have the people to be original rather than, sitting 8 hours on the PC. So
Got
yeah.
it. So what other activities? You're saying mindset. So if people are having a correct mindset, they will work as if it's their own company. But most of the time people are employees, like they have this employee mindset. So in order to motivate them, you talk about your lunch hours, so you engage them. You talked about cricket team. So maybe participate in cricket activities. Like what else do you do so that people feel that this is my own company? I think you have some provision where you encourage people not to work on weekends, right? So you want to talk about all those?
Yeah. So, we have built a culture where we came from, right? I work with the Microsoft and Siemens, and I have seen the culture. There is no weekend works, and
Hmm.
still, I mean, we are going to complete 10 years in December. So even we did not work on weekend. So we also, people to not work on weekend as well. I mean,
Hmm.
most of the time they are free to do anything. I mean, so the thing is, we have built a culture where we don't want to disturb their social life or their personal life, so they don't work on the weekend. Even if anyone has to work on the weekend, then they have to take the permission. So it's a
Hmm.
different, reverse culture where a person can't directly work on weekend. I mean, definitely if there would be a product release or something. If I mean, might be out of 12 or 50 weekends, might be 1 or 2 weekend. If they have to work, then I mean, they have to take approval from manager.
Hmm.
So that is the main thing that we have thought of this. And about the learning mindset, I mean, we do a lot of trainings.
Hmm.
And the second thing is, like, as a leader, I mean, I also sending an email
Hmm.
on Monday and Friday.
Hmm.
So on Monday, I am sending an email for food for thoughts. So
Hmm.
it's a small stories, and those stories can motivated them entire week.
Hmm.
It's a good motivational stories for around 2 minutes or 3 minutes reading. Another thing, like on Friday, I mean, I'm sending an email for these leaderships.
Hmm.
So people can develop their leadership style. I mean, which are the kind of things they can do? What is the teamwork? How
Hmm.
they can work communicating each other. So I have a good example of, like, having those storytelling things to
Hmm.
the people in the organization. So
Hmm.
they are getting a lot of advantage, and they are appreciating that kind of way that they are motivating in the workplace.
Very good. And going back to our original theme, which was why your company did hyper growth, I think if I understood correctly, and maybe you can add something if I'm missing any point. So you mentioned two reasons. One was of course people, right? People matter. So you keep your employees motivated. That way they are very productive, their mindset is correct, and they can deliver things fast. And it helps you in terms of hiring as well. If you're hiring for new people, if your company has a good reputation in the market, people will be like, yes, I want to join back in the technology. So people matter. That is number one reason. Second is you have a strong digital marketing team using which you are getting all these projects. But do you think overall, because of pandemic, the digital transformation has accelerated? So number of IT projects overall, they have gone so much up, because I have a couple of friends who also have IT companies, and looks like everyone is growing. I mean, of course, your company is growing at a different rate, but everyone is growing. So you have any thoughts on pandemic's impact on digital transformation?
Yep. So, as I told you, the benefit that we have got due to adoption is the marketing style, right?
Hmm.
So, the thing is, when you adopt anything, it
Hmm.
may be give the benefit because it's a trending things and the new things, right?
Hmm.
So, so my suggestion is, like, whether it is a finance department, whether it is a marketing department, whether it is a project management department, we have to keep doing the trial and error to do the adoption of those leadership styles, as well as uh, those digital transformation activities. So that help to company runs in a smoothly. So as I told you, I mean digital marketing is right now, right? You don't know after 10 years which kind of marketing will come. It
Hmm.
might be ABCD marketing.
Hmm.
So I mean, so those whatever the changes happen outside of the organization, we
Hmm.
have to keep eyes on that, and we have to
Hmm.
keep reading those articles, or might be a lot of online articles like HBR, Harvard Business Reviews, and the other things.
Hmm.
So that can help you to what happened outside of the organization. And
Hmm.
if we adopt those 10% or 5%, then you can survive the organization, and you can grow the organization to the next level.
Got it. All right. That was a wonderful conversation, Chandra. I think you are setting up a totally different example in terms of how an IT organization should run. So if there are other leaders who are watching this video who are having, small or mid-sized IT company or even a big IT company, they can learn from your leadership style. We are going to provide a link of McKinsey technology in the video description below, and we'll also provide links for all the open position. You can study McKinsey's website, learn about their customer, their culture, and so on. And I hope you will find this conversation useful. Chandris, thank you very much for spending time for this wonderful conversation. Do you have any closing remarks?
I can say that goal setting is really great exercise for individuals and the organization. So definitely, I mean, people if decide the goals in the organization, they can definitely achieve it to make it work.
Perfect. Great. Thank you very much.